Good afternoon. Hello. Hey chat. Making a cuppa. Roy, you know me too well. You know me too well, my friend. You know what? Let's not put the gloves on just yet. Gonna sit for 5 minutes and just enjoy this coffee. Yeah, making a nice cough. Nice coffee. Happy Sunday. Wow. Don't usually go live on a Sunday, do I? Here we are. I'm just going to check everything's in order. Yeah, we can turn this on. Is this one not charged? Okay, good. There we go. Scope is not plugged in, so we're not going to get that. Got screen, etc. Lovely. Jubbers. How are we, guys and gals? We good? It's 7 a.m. for you, Tom. Wow, that's early. On a Sunday? Lord above. Thank you, Kodia, YouTube member. 8 months. Thank you so much for the support for the past 8 months. I really appreciate you. Daniel, hello. I would never forget, Tom. Never forget. Having his hair cut again. Do you know what? When did I last cut it? I want to say I cut this on Monday, Tuesday last week, I think. Maybe around about that. Maybe Wednesday. Around about that sort of time. Presumably a stupid question. Will he be repairing the Xbox from the latest video? Not a stupid question at all, Max. To be honest with you, preparation-wise, I was going to have a look at that and just go over the boards and see what chat think, if there was any suggestions as to why it might not be working. So I was going to do that. Yes, that's going to be our first agenda. After that, to be honest with you, I've got things that I have in for videos, but I don't know what else I can. I mean, I've got plenty of Game Boys that we can have a look at and stuff like that. I also have a couple of. I think I have an Xbox One S that's a beep on beep off that I was going to sell, but is a beep on beep off, so we could look at that also. That wasn't bought for videos. But yeah, I was going to take a look at that board. Let's put it on the bench. Just get it ready. But how are you lovely people? Sunday, hey? The day of relaxation. Cool gamer, welcome. WZ, hello, how you doing? Alex says evening. Alec, what time is it where you are? Evening, wow. Let's change this up a bit. Is that better? How's that? There we go, perfect. Snowy, hello. I'm good, thank you. Really, really good. Beard, hello, how are you? Sorcerer Stan, I don't know if I said hello. Hello, mate. You're good? We need you, Joe. No, I need you, Daniel. Shiny head. Best shine in all of Britain. Gamers would be good as well. Yeah, we can take a look at some. Hello, Fix It. How you doing? Welcome. Yeah. I know, Stu. I know. Is kickoff at 3? I don't know how long I'm going to be live for today. I don't have kickoffs. Oh no, it's already kicked off. Nice. Well, it should be a good game. I think Arsenal will handle them, judging by Arsenal's current situation. I'd like to think so anyway. I'd like to think so. I'm just looking at the table now. I know that some people are completely bored when it comes to football. I'm just looking at the table now, and Spurs have actually played really well recently. So it could be a very, very interesting game. A very, very interesting game, actually. Dan, how you doing, bud? Welcome. I use a Andenstar AD407. I want to say it's in the description down below. There should be a link to it. Opening and cleaning a Nokia right now. Nice. Okay. Issei, hey, how you doing? You okay? We're just looking at an Xbox One S from that I wasn't able to fix previous on the video that literally just come out for you guys. I think I'm actually 2 ahead now. You know, the eyes almost line up with my head.
Look into my eyes and relax.
I will try. I will try, Stan. Thank you so much for the $5. You're absolute legend. Absolute legend. Look into my eyes and relax. People trying to hypnotize each other with the eyes that pop up on screen now, hey? It's not in the description. Oh, is it not? Sorry, that it might be in the description of a video instead. Let me see if I can grab your link. Yeah, there it is. Wow. Hello.
The FitnessGram Pacer test is a multi-stage aerobic capacity test that progressively gets more difficult as it continues. The 20-meter pacer test will begin in 30 seconds.
Please,
Line
no.
up at the start. The running speed starts
Don't let me
slowly,
do it.
but gets faster each minute.
Please don't make me do it. No, 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 no. We used to call that a... is it a bleep test? I know exactly what you mean. Bro, honestly, I thought you were trying to sell something then for a second, Vigo. Thank you for the 3. I thought that was like a product. I was like, oh, what's that? Sounds interesting. And then, no, it's the bleep test. I'm pretty sure we call it in the UK. I think it's that's also the test that, you know, when you go for certain jobs in the UK, you have to pass. But yeah, the bleep test. Bro, I used to be all right at stuff like that. I used to be okay. And now I'm just fat. So, you know, there's that. There's that. I used to be fat. I used to be good at, bleep tests and stuff. And now I'm just double chin. Like, this is horrendous for me. Like, just, you know, but it is what it is. What can you do? It's my food. It's food. I just love food. I enjoy food way too much. It's silly. I need to get into a bit more of a routine and eat some. It's not even necessarily eating better because I eat good food. Lots of, you know, fruit, veg, all of that good stuff. Lots of protein meals, but I eat too much of it. That's what it is. I don't know, like, I don't really get full. I just carry on eating. If I really enjoy something, it's gone. And there's no holding me back. Like roast dinners. Roast potatoes. Oh, you're making me hungry now. I've got roast potatoes tonight. I've got an Xbox One S here that just beeps with no lights. This will be interesting. Mine had lots of trace corrosion too. Fix it. I think that's what I've got with this, wasn't it? Was it on from the video on Saturday? It beeps with no lights. Yeah, it's not even. It's like an on, and it doesn't turn off. So we've got pretty much the same issue. So I'll take a look at this board and hopefully we can work it out together. You might be able to resonate some of the issues with this one with your one. How you find your TS100 for touch? Stu, I've got a Hacko now. I've got a Hacko 951. I don't use it anymore. I've still got my TS100. So I used my TS100 when I first got my Hacko because I didn't really have the tips that I needed. I'm going to turn this music down a little bit because I can hear it quite loud. Yeah, this is what I'm using now, the Hacko. I was using the TS100 to just tin up some HDMI pins and stuff. That was when I first got the Hacko. It was like maybe for one video. But since then, I've bought another tip. I can't remember what the tip's called. BCM2, I think. Wayne is what he told me it was. BCM2 or something like that. But it's good. It's a good tip. I still really want a tip that is super powerful for small places. Like, let me give you an example. I'm still desperately looking for not even necessarily a tip. I'll buy a soldering iron at this point if I have to. Where is it? There it is. I'll buy a soldering iron if I have to that just gives me like really good thermal capacity right on the edge of the tip. That's what I need. And no matter what Hacko tip I use, the BCM2 is very, very good. However, it's too big. It's a bit too big for like those fine spaces, you know? There we go. So like I'm talking about, I'll give you an example, right? So these HDMI ports on the Xbox One S aren't too bad. Like the tip that I've got, that Hacko one, the BCM2, again, I might stand corrected with what the actual name is. It's fine. It's really, really good for drag soldering. Wow, it's really, really nice. But if we were, for example, I'm just going to give you like an example of these filters that are just below the size of my nail. By the way, I do sometimes bite my nails. A lot of the time bite my nails, but they're not. I mean, my nails aren't too. Okay, let's go back to anyway. Nobody needs to see Jerry's nails. This you don't really see them because of the gloves. Anyway, shut up, Jerry. These filters here. like if I was to wanted to like solder each individual leg on the filter, I wouldn't be able to. I probably would be able to use that BCM2. Maybe this is a bad example, but that's the kind of level of tip that I would like to obtain. You know, something as small as that. Can I give you any other examples? It's tough with SMD components like resistors and caps like that you can see on screen, because if you're careful enough with enough flux and just a tiny bit of solder, you can bridge whatever you need to between component and board. But I don't know, I just fancy something a bit smaller. I use at work, it's like a conical tip, but it's a really not conical. Is the conical one the circular one? I think so. But that tip, oh, it's a beast. It's a Met cow. It's a Met cow. I don't know if it's the actual tip itself. I think it is. I think it is. Stefan, how are you? Welcome. Callum from Australia. Hello. I don't like spiders, but I love Australia. From what I've heard, it's a really, really good place. It's the place to be, apparently. I'm looking for a cheap LCD repair for a Samsung Galaxy A20e now here in Poland. Maybe a 5-year-old phone, but I want to use it as a second daily driver. I don't think I've touched a Galaxy A20e. No, I haven't. Beep test. Is it? It might be a beep test. I thought it was called bleep. Maybe it is. Maybe I've just been saying it wrong my whole life. How's that? Probably the case. I eat lots of, honestly, but I think pizza has to be my favorite. Pizza has to be my favorite food. I can make pizza from scratch. I mean, it's not the most difficult thing in the world. Just take your dough. Oh, Lord above, hello.
Hey, I finally caught one of you live streams. Loving the videos and everything you have taught me with fixing electronics.
Thank you. That's such a nice donation. Thank you so much for the $10, Dark. I don't know if it's I think sometimes it's a bit of realization to think, maybe I have taught a few people some bits, you know. I think sometimes I need to recognize that, because for me, I do the videos, I'm learning myself. I'm putting the videos out there. I don't really think too much about it. I think about the enjoyment and people enjoying it. That's when I edit the video. That's what I try and focus on mainly, is that people are enjoying it and not too much like a learning aspect. But I mean, if it's helping people out there, amazing. Maybe it's helping more people than I actually realize, but that's wicked. I think with the series that I've got going on with the profit or loss, you know, it's a great opportunity to entertain people while trying to keep it as simple as I possibly can. But thank you so much for the $10. I really appreciate that. Tomic, hello. Chris, too much Nando's. Yeah, too much. I think you can agree, mate. Probably too much things ordered at Nando's is probably my issue. Brian, how you doing? Exact same as yours. Yep, nice. We'll take a look at this one and say, I'm just taking it chill. We're just chilling. I'm going to finish my coffee, because what happens is I get into the repair, I forget about the coffee. So first 20-30 minutes, I just like to say hello, show my appreciation for you guys. Yeah, you have the power rails as well. Yeah, same as me. Talking of Xbox One SE, has got one here that's beep on, beep off. The strange thing on it, the strange thing is that it stays on for about 5 to 7 seconds, then beep off. Anyone got a clue? If it stays on for 5 to 7 seconds, I remember I saw somebody in the Discord say, you know, if it stays on and then turns off after a while, that can be more of an indication of RAM, I'm sure. But the fact that the one that I've got here, which is obviously scope-wise, the one that I've got here is more so a case of it turns on, I get the beep, and I get nothing. I get no, it doesn't turn off, nothing like that. It just beeps. So. But I think if it stays on for a little bit longer, I think that's an indication of RAM. From what I've heard from the Discord, could be wrong. Could be completely wrong. Long time follower and fan, first time chatter from Denmark, Jimmy. Hello, thank you so much for joining me live. I appreciate you. Can you show us your hot air station? I can show you the handle. To show you the hot air station will be a little bit of a pain, to be honest, because it's stuck down to my desk. But I've got an Aten ST862D, and I've got a couple of different tips. So I've got this one, the bent nozzle tips, and these are literally I use these three. I've got a bigger one for your stuff like HDMI ports and stuff, to get them off the board, to put them even on the board. This one is like a mid-range one, and then I've got the skinny one here. So I've got a few of them, and it comes with a neat little holder. You see that? So you just slot it in the holder. I can confirm that the one that I have at work, which is a quick 86 DW or something, 86 something DW, the quick that I have, I've slowly got, like, I actually prefer to use it a little bit more. And I think that's because I'm working with it day in, day out, constantly. Whereas this one, I kind of touch once or twice a week. So, that's scary, that one.
Do you have an all-time favorite repair?
Ooh.
Like you will just remember forever?
Oh, do I have an all-time favorite repair? I mean, for different reasons, I would say yes. The first, do I remember the first PS5 that I fixed? Because the feeling of being able to fix a PS5, that was actually at Rockets. There was no money involved for me per se. It was more so I was obviously making money for the business. But I remember doing my first PS5 repair at Rocket and being quite nervous about it because I'd never done a HDMI PS5. Did I do a HDMI PS5 at home before I started Rocket? I can't remember. Well, my boss was with me anyway, and we were doing just a PS5 HDMI repair, and I remember doing that and thinking, this is crazy that I've done this. That this machine costs like £500, and I've managed to replace the HDMI port on it and get it back up and running for a fraction of that price. You know, somebody doesn't have to now go out and buy a whole brand new PS5. They can just get the repair done. It comes with a 6-month warranty at work, and Bob's your uncle. I remember being like, wow, that really stuck out for me. My first Xbox repair, I'm talking Xbox One. I'm not talking Xbox One S, Xbox One X series. I'm talking original Xbox One. I think the repair for that was swapping out a hard drive, but something like that is incredible for me. Nintendo Switches as well, my first N92s, all of that sort of stuff. But in terms of like my most proud repair, I'd say it would be something along the lines of probably like a trace repair, a charging port on a Nintendo Switch, I'd say. But yeah, I mean, they're all as good as each other. You still get that. I still get that same elated feeling when I fix something that's broken and now it works. It's still the same feeling of like nice, like accomplishment, you know. But it's a good question. I have to think about it a little bit more off stream and maybe go through some videos. And that's why I love having the videos that I've put out, because I can go back to the exact point of when I started doing Xbox repairs, because I announced it in my YouTube videos and stuff, you know, and it'll be around about that same time. I believe maybe like 2021, I want to say, was probably like the bigger console stuff. Obviously I started on Nintendo DS Lites and I was just swapping out screens and Game Boys and stuff. But yeah, I think it was 2021 September. I think that's when Phil sent me a Xbox to repair, and we done like a competition video. It's on my channel. Thank you for the 10, by the way. I appreciate you. Another $10 by Dark. Thank you, mate. I appreciate that a lot. Soldering is like complicated Lego. I'd agree to some extent. What do filters do? I'm pretty sure they just filter out noise on the data lines. Could be wrong. Could be wrong. If anyone can share that information in the chat, that would be much appreciated. Yeah, oh, sorry. Yeah, you already have. The filters smooth out the video signal. Nice. I was pretty close. Neil, how you doing? Welcome. Really has helped me personally. Oh, I appreciate that, Neil. Are you talking about the videos? How much do you charge to replace a Nintendo Switch micro SD card reader 16 pins FPC connector? I'm not too sure, Chris. I've not had to take one in. If you just send me, if you go on to, so I'm now actually starting to take on repairs. So pricing might be a little bit all over the place whilst I kind of find what I believe is right for me. I have to take into consideration my time and how much my time is worth to do the repairs. So if you send me a message, I'm sure we'll come to some sort of agreement. It will never be a dead set price, purely because if I get it and it's had work done to it previous or anything like that, it can always change the outcome. But I will always confirm with anybody who sends me a device before I go ahead with the job how much it's going to cost, and keep you updated along the way. I'm good, thank you, Omer. How are you? You're welcome, Richard. No problem. Good luck with the PS3, Iceberg. Ellis, how are you? Welcome. How to find a short on a PCB? That's a big question. It's a big question. You could be correct under the thermal counter. Need to order a template. Oh, do you know what? They've not arrived yet. The The RAM stuff that I ordered for this job in particular, it hasn't come yet to actually look at the RAM. Where did I order that from? Wait. Now that I'm thinking about it, I actually think I ordered it from eBay to do the RAM. Did I just not order it? No, surely I did. Let me check Ali. I did order it. I said in the video that I ordered it. Oh, it's Ali. Okay, fine. So it's gonna take a while. I ordered it on the 16th. When's the 16th? Was that the day? Yeah, the 16th was the day that I recorded. I'm pretty sure, and put that video out. Oh no, sorry. The video came out yesterday, but I recorded it on the 16th. So that's when I ordered it. Yeah, perfect. So I've got that coming. I've also got a Nintendo Switch APU BGA rig coming as well as I've actually just purchased the UV lights, the UV lamps. I purchased one of them as well for £10. So I've got some little bits coming in. Yeah, Atten, yeah. Sarmad, hello. Michael S, how are you? Welcome. The dopamine, exactly that. I was never really a fan of Lego when I was younger. I'll probably just try to eat it. Thank you, Ryan. Yeah, 30k, 32k subs is crazy. It's absolutely nuts. Absolutely nuts. Again, so one of those things I think I just kind of get a little bit caught up by. It felt like yesterday I was celebrating 1k, and I made myself a little hoodie. I remember it like it was yesterday, and I've got that hoodie. It's not in here; it's in the other room. May the force be with you. Thank you, Horsey. Thank you. The force is indeed with me, my friend. Yeah, finding the value on time is always challenging. It's the same thing I'm having trouble with right now. So for me, it's like I work Tuesday to Friday, and then Saturday is usually JDT, Sunday's family day, and Monday's JDT. So on those 2 JDT days, which is where I usually either record, doing my taxes, invoices, all that sort of stuff, eBay, TikTok, socials, literally everything, planning, like the lot, I'm going to have to then find room for some repairs. But again, if I price it right, then it'll be worth doing the repairs, you know? So we'll see. The profit obviously isn't that great, as we can see from Sally recently, you know? So we have to find other means of making some dollar. It's business at the end of the day. Doesn't mean you can't have fun on the way, though. I know, yeah. I know. It's Sunday. I've swapped family days because we're actually going to... we're going out tomorrow. So... And we thought it'd be better to go out when everybody's at school. So we kind of just swapped the days around. We're looking at an Xbox One S. I'm just saying hello to everybody quickly. I say quickly. You know, I'm just chilling. I just enjoy talking to you guys. Sometimes it's nice to have a conversation. The videos from you, the Coda Phil, trying to switch starting repair. Yeah, thank you, Matt. I appreciate that. From the SSD IC rebuild and repair last night. So yes, yeah, Discord channel. If you want to join the Discord, by the way, guys, feel free to join our Discord. Link is in the description down below. We've just crossed 800 people in the Discord, so feel free to join up. Yeah, phone repairs are good. Phone repairs are decent. I don't know, has anybody seen the teardown for the iPhone 15? Doesn't actually look too bad, in my opinion. We've got the same sort of stuff that Apple do for their components, but you can remove the back glass. I can't remember if I looked at that on the 14 or not, but you can take out the back glass. Like, you don't have to shatter it. That's so much better. It's so much better. There is a ribbon cable attached to it, mind, from what I saw. But yeah, who did I watch? iPhone... Is it iPhone Repair Guru? Mr. Turtle, hello. No notification? Always a notification in Discord. Always a notification in Discord. Christian, hello. When will you start fixing this board? When I finish my coffee. Cruz, my guy. Cruz, you always have a place in my heart, man. Hope you're okay. Recommend thermal camera. Do you know what? I use this one. A Fleur. But do you know what I'm going to advise? And it's nothing against the company at all. It's against specifically this product. It's not great. The reason why it's not great is the calibration. I don't know if I maybe have a faulty unit or what, but the calibration on this is horrendous. I don't know if anyone else has experienced that with this specific Fleur product. But when I plug it in, it's iOS. You plug it into your phone. I get like two separate. I get like an image for where the stuff is, and then I get an image where the thermal heat is. But for some reason, they're so far apart. So trying to track down something that's like a small capacitor, for example, I even struggled to find like this RAM on the video that I did, because it was like, what RAM was heating? It's because of this little flare device was just giving me like, oh Lord above.
Okay, I'll stop bothering you after this.
You're not bothering me.
But I have fixed 4 of my PS3 Slim collection just from tips and logic from your videos. So I say thanks.
From me? Really? Did you say PS3? I fixed 4 of my PS3 Slim collection. Wow. The good thing about electronic repair is that you can apply the same logic to almost anything. So whilst I haven't done many videos on PlayStation 3s, that's awesome. That's amazing. So that makes me really, really happy to hear. And don't worry, you're not bothering me at all. Thank you again for the $5 Dark. Thank you. I appreciate you. But yeah, this flare device, for me anyway, again, I could have a faulty unit. I'm not too sure, but it just doesn't do what I need it to do, unfortunately. Now, I use one at work. It's called the P2 Thermal Pro, and that is 10 times better. The accuracy on that, it comes with like a little lens. It's like probably a quarter of the size of the flare one that I have here. Probably about a quarter. And it comes with a lens as well, a macro lens. So you can have it where you're like viewing the board as a whole, like this. I could look at the whole board from relatively far out, and then I just pop the macro lens on, and I can go like tiny capacitors, O203s and whatnot. O203, I think that's the smallest capacity you can get, right? Can you get O1s? I don't know if you can get O1s. I'm not sure. But yeah. So I wouldn't therefore recommend the flare. I'd actually recommend the P2 Thermal Pro. Not sponsored or anything. I've used it at work, and it seems to be really, really good. Thank you, Leroy. I appreciate you. Sorry, guys. I'm just catching up with the chat. Thank you, Robert. I appreciate you as well. Is the name Sally Spectacular Spreadsheet a reference to Sally Spectre from TV show? No, it's not, Myro. No, it's not. Do you know what? I was sat here one day, and I just went... I was trying to think of alliteration, and I was like, Sally Spectacular Spreadsheet. I was like, yeah, lovely. That sounds good, right? I was like, yeah, let's just use it. That's it. There's no like, you know, there's no, I don't know, Sally just came from the alliteration side of things. There's no context behind it at all. I love trying to fix things or sort things out. Steam Deck. Nice. Yeah, nice. Somebody I used to work with called Chris, he had a Steam Deck as well. He's done some bits to it as well. All good, thank you, Adam. 14 has to be removed by laser. So the iPhone 15 then is the first one that you can just hot swap out the back. It's really, really cool. I say hot swap, it's still a little bit of a challenge to get the back display off. But guys, if you're enjoying the stream, hit the thumbs up button. I know we haven't really got around to the fixing yet, but again, I just want to finish my coffee. We're nearly done. Considering shipping to EU countries from an eBay store, not anytime soon, Polly. Only because I'm not too familiar with like EU shipping and all that stuff. I don't even know if EU is any simpler than the rest of the world would be because of Brexit and things, but I'll have to look into it. I just get a bit worried that things get lost abroad, you know. There's a lot more margin for error than what there is just shipping to the UK. I personally don't have a shop in Southampton, Ben. I work for a shop in Southampton though. My boss owns it. Yes, Rocket Repairs is called. Yes, it is the Xbox from the other day. Yeah, National Trust over. Oh, thank you, Total Bar. I appreciate that. I hope you're good, Cruz. It's never too late for a coffee. Exactly. Yeah. I hope you're good. Yeah, it is the one that Sean reviewed. Yeah. Hello, Pratt. How you doing? Lots of different lines. Roger. Lines. Oh, I appreciate that fix. What kind? Wow. Darren's come in with what kind of computer sings the best? Adele. That's a Sunday joke, that is. That's a Sunday vibes joke. Apple have made an issue with the back glass and charge call. Yeah. As well as the fact you need to, if there's some parts that you swap, you need to restart. You actually need to reset the phone itself because the flash won't work or something like that. Hugh Jeffrey's done a video on it as well. I'm pretty sure. I haven't watched that one yet. Where am I putting this then? Because I'm done with my coffee. Let's put the coffee over here. Adrian, hello. How long will it take to fix this Xbox One S? As long as it takes. As long as it takes. It's quicker to send something to Mars than Australia. Okay, let's have a look at this Xbox, shall we? Would you fix an Android? No, I wouldn't touch something like that, my friend. What's that video? Yeah. Andre, hello. Andre. I doubt it's pronounced Andres, but I could be wrong. Okay, let's have a look, shall we? Thank you, Dilly. I appreciate the kind words. All right. Let's get our multimeter, shall we? I'm just going to put that there so I can see the chat rather than having to sift through things. Thank you so much for the support again, Dark. Vigo, thank you as well. And Kodia and Sorcerer, thank you. I appreciate you guys. Let's get my multimeter. Alrighty then. Okay, so who remembers this video from yesterday? Some people might not have even watched it yet. The console beeps but doesn't do anything. Pretty much as simple as that. Now, I've checked around the board for shorts and I can't find anything. Can you guys hear this beep? Like, I'm going to try two things. I'm going to try when speaking. So, can you hear the beep? Can you hear the beep now when I'm speaking? Can you hear that beep? And then I'm going to try it without me speaking, okay? Can you hear the beep now? And I'm assuming it's not too loud. I'm assuming it's okay, right? It's bearable. No, I've never replaced a NAND on an iPhone. Ever. Yeah, no more reballing. I had enough of that stream. That was tough last week. I was so angry. Thank you, Blaze. I appreciate you. Ooh, competition to... Whoa. Blaze coming through with ZAR 7. Thank you for the ZAR 7. I have no idea what it is. But thank you so much, Blaze. I appreciate you for the support, my friend. Yes, for both. Perfect volume. Wicked. That's what we love to hear. It's taken me a while. I'm trying to work on the stability issues for the camera. I can do it on this one because I'm only in the top left. But look at that. A lot of people are like getting dizzy and stuff. I'm sorry. I'm trying to work on it. As well as this one up here even. I'll try and get it sorted for you. I know the audio is a little bit iffy as well. Some people are not liking this audio that I'm using at the moment. But my DSLR, when it comes to OBS and stuff, for the one above, it doesn't work. It's muffled and horrible. And the one that's in front of me there, I can use the audio, but I haven't got anything. It sounds too loud. There's too much noise and stuff going on, too much background noise. And the reason why I've swapped over is because I can just record this straight in OBS and it makes my life 10 times easier when I'm editing, because otherwise I have to record on my devices separately. I have to sync everything up. You can auto sync in Premiere Pro and stuff, but it's just 10 times easier to use the file in OBS. Okay. I'm just going to quickly check. I'm sure I checked the actual 12 volt. Yeah, so, okay, so we don't have any shorts on 12 volt. Now, you have to bear in mind, guys, as well. I worked on this about over a week ago. So, from you guys seeing it yesterday, I might not be completely savvy on it. So, if there's anything I'm forgetting or anything along those lines, feel free to just shout at me. I won't take offense, I promise. Joey Crafter said, check the ports. For any cross pins within the ports at the back. Yo, okay, let's do that. Should we go under the scope? Do you use a capture card? Yes, yeah, I use a Elgato. It's a 4K. It's got 4 HDMI in ports, and I use that. And it works for, like I said, for the camera that's above me, it works. But for the camera that I have in front, for the camera that is in front of me, it works. The camera above it doesn't. That port looks fine. Can we agree? LAN port. That's optic. Not even going to look at that. Okay, sweet. Yeah, USB looks fine. USB looks fine. Push to MUT looks fine. Push to MUT looks fine. So that supports on the back. Let's just check the front USB as well, just to confirm. Looks right to me. No bent pins, so we can cross that one off the list. Let's just check the connector on the front as well, where we have the board. That looks fine, yeah. All good. What I can do as well is like a general inspection of the board itself. So we can do that together. And just see if we can see anything that jumps out at us, because sometimes that can be very deceiving. Maybe try silica pads. I've got mounts. I need to order some mounts and mount them to the walls is the solution that I'm going to go with. These are the RAM ICs that I don't know if you remember me saying about caps, the actual rail itself. Should I turn that off? Does that look better like that? I know it's a little bit darker, but you might be able to get a bit more clarity on everything if I turn that off, because we don't have the reflection of things. So again, I know it's a bit darker, but it should be better. APU I checked over. I'm pretty sure I looked for cracks and stuff on the die. Couldn't find anything necessarily that was jumping out at us. I thought that was a crack, but it's a hair. And the fun thing is, now it's not my hair, is it? Because I'm bald. So, interesting. Ooh, what's that? Oh, it's just a solder blob. Okay. Should I turn it on a little bit? No, it's worse. Checked ESR for electrolytes. No. Electrolytics. A Canon 250D. Asan. Hi Joe from the States. Besides soldering, do you spot weld for electronics? Would like to see it. I don't know. I've never touched that, Kenneth, ever. Retimer chip always goes bad. It does, yeah. I haven't actually checked the retimer on this, so we could do a quick check on the retimer, but I don't think that's going to be causing our issue. Could be wrong. Who knows? Let's check and do the standard reading, shall we? Oh, that's horrible, isn't it? Man, I need like a light to go at the back that points. We'll check retimer. Let's go a little bit closer. Yeah, if I go a little bit closer, the ring light is a bit better, but I need another indirect light source that doesn't give as much bounce as that. This is an Xbox One S. Okay, so what reading do we actually get on this cap here? This is the cap that. Oh, Lord above! No way! Hold on. As if. Wait, that's 0.7 as well. What's this? You guys can't see. 0.7. Do you know what? I'm pretty sure this is where we're meant to have I'm sure that's meant to be 5K. As it is with the 1Xs. I'm sure it is. There's no shot that that is the cause. If so, I'm going to be flabbergasted. I'm just going to take an Xbox One S board and double check. But I'm sure that is meant to be around about 5K. And there's no way that that isn't the case. Let's check. This is a donor. Oh, okay. That one's showing as 1K. Yeah, that's showing as 1K. So that's different, but not massively different. The one that I have was on the one that we're working on is 0.7K. Let me just grab another donor. Because I do want to check. What line does the retimer use? Or is it's different, isn't it, for each one? So this, again, is another donor. I'm just going to check here. What reading do we get? 0.8K. So it's not exactly... 0.8. Imagine if all of these were just bad retimers that are just given different faults than just a no display. Imagine that. Wouldn't that be funny? Not really. I'd probably cry. What's this one? Have I replaced the retimer on that one? Maybe it looks like I replaced retimer by your boy. Yeah, looks like a nice replacement. Right, let's have a look on this. To be fair, these are also 1.159s. Shouldn't make a difference though. Okay, what do we have here? 930. They're all different. So the one that I'm working on is 0.7. 700 ohms, yeah. The next one that I've checked is 1000. The next one I've checked is 0.8. And this one hello.
Enjoying your content. Please continue and keep making profit, Curslet.
Thank you. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. I'm in continuity mode. Oh my god, how long have I been in that for? No, it's just... Okay, it's just for that second. 0.9. So they're all different. I mean, the fact that it's 0... Oh, let me check one more. So this is going to be the fourth. Thank you so much for the donation, by the way. I appreciate you a lot. Let's see who it was. Richard, thank you. Enjoying your content. Please continue and making profit. Hopefully that is going to be the case. But as you guys have probably seen, it's not looking hopeful at the moment, is it? But I think there was a time where I was like minus £200-300, and it can just flip. So, you know, we'll keep progressing. Okay, so there's no retimer on here. In which case, this might be a good idea to check this one because it might give us a good indication of what it's meant to be. Yeah, see, that's 5k. This is 5k without a retimer. This is the 4th board I've checked, by the way. What the flip? So all of these have had issues with retimers? No way. Not a shot. Oh, I'm going to check one more. This is the 5th that we're checking. This is a factory retimer. Lord above. 1k. 1.1k. I am starting to think it might actually be a retimer, you know? On the original one that we're working on. This is our 5th, I repeat, no, our 6th donor board that I'm testing. I could just look at the schematic and see what sort of reading I'm meant to get here, right? Again, 1k. So, I mean, they're different. They're different. They're all different. Around about, but I haven't seen one that's around about 700. So this one, which is, again, the one that we are working on. This is the faulty one. If I look at this retimer, we get a reading of 700. So 700 ohms seems to be reasonably low. Let's check it in diode mode as well. So we get 1.9. 1.9. That's the same path. 1.9. So not 1.9, sorry, 0.1. 0.1, not 1.9. 0.1. That's ground. 0.2, 0.6, 0.6, 0.6, ground, 0.6, 0.6, ground, 0.6, 0.7, ground, 0.7, 0.7, ground, 0.7, 0.7, ground, 0.7, 0.7, ground, 0.7. HDMI port seems to be okay. I might just swap out the retimer, guys. What do you think? Do you know what else I didn't try? Which I kind of looking back on, I feel a little bit like I cheated people out because I didn't try this. I didn't try the this IC here. What kind of reading do I get into it? Ooh, I get 0 there. Oh, but I get 0.5 there. So maybe this is... What are the chances this is ground, potentially? What do I get here? This is in diode mode, by the way. 0.58. 0.58. What do we get here? Ground, I'm assuming. 0.58. Nothing. 0.6. Nothing. Same line, so nothing. Wait, these are both ground, yeah? No, 0.5, there we go. 0.6. Nothing. Okay. Check on this MOSFET. 1.8, you know. 1.8 is quite high for a gate. In my opinion. 0.5. Ground. 0.4. 0.3. That's quite high. 1.8. Again. Check our donors. God, you know what a lovely evening it is. It's not evening, it's 2 o'clock in the afternoon. But do you know, I'm just having a good time. Thank you. I appreciate you guys hanging out with me. Keeping me company. Stop me from going mad and insane. In the membrane. Where's that MOSFET? Is it this one? Why is there so much flux around this on the donor? Clearly I've tried to... Oh! Might be something to do with it. God, I don't even know what's happened with this one. This is one that I've previously done a trace repair on, clearly. I've done a lot of work to this board, hey? Must have spent a lot of time on it. Okay, check this MOSFET. Break the seal of flux. 1.8. Okay, so maybe that is normal then for it to be 1.8 on that gate. I'm sure we have schematics for this. I could be wrong. Check this one. Just to confirm, do we get another 1.8? Yeah, we do. So 1.8 seems to be quote-unquote normal. So we're okay with that. Rightio, magnifico. Do you know what? Let's. I'm just going to quickly check some of the readings around the ESD filter as well because of the readings that we get. So 0.6 there, 0.4 again, diode mode, guys. Yeah, 0.2, 9, 0.68, 0.6, 0.6. Okay, not too bad. Now somebody, I think, left a comment about the Southbridge rails, and these are the. So it says Southbridge 1.8. I'm pretty sure, I think, could be wrong. These are the ones I need to test when I try and power the console on. Is that correct? So I can't test these without powering it on. That gives me a diode reading of 0.4. So what I do know is that it's not shorted. Yeah. Where is... There's the 1.1 as well. Just here. The 1.1 is giving me 0.3 voltage drop. So 0.3 voltage drop, as well as, what is it, 0.6 I said? Did I say 0.6 for the 1.8? 0.4 for the 1.8. So near enough, almost the same. VBAT is coming up 0.44 as well. Take off the retimer on a donor board. That's 1K and see if it reads 5K. That's a great idea. Yeah, fix it. Very good idea. Yeah, I think we do. Yeah, we do. Why don't you make challenge videos with other YouTubers anymore? Time, honestly. Like the, I'll be honest with you. I personally think and believe that my videos could be a lot better if I had more time. But in terms of priority and my life at the moment, I can't spend more time on the videos that I put out weekly. The only way I'll be able to do it is if I started doing like bi-weekly videos where I'd have only one video every 2 weeks, and I don't want to do that. So I think if there was ever a situation in the future where I had more time, I think the videos would be better. Yeah, where was that one with 5K that you said? I'm going to take that off and see if it's still 5K. It's a very good shout. So let's check that. I'm just going to quickly blast through and see which one was showing as 5K. That's 1K. Give me 2 seconds. I think it was this one. That wasn't. Okay. Alright. Which one of it's going to be? Give me this one. Come on! Oh, so, okay, so this one doesn't have a retimer on. Is that what we were going to confirm? We were going to confirm whether it drops down to 1K or not. So are we saying put a retimer on this? Or should I just take off the retimer that I have on the other one and see what happens with the... I might just do that. I'm just going to take off the retimer from the board that we're working on and see if I get 5K. It'd be a lot quicker rather than me talking about rubbish. But yeah, I do genuinely think my my videos could be better. I think if you're ever at a point where you're like, yeah, they're not going to be able to do better, how are you never going to be able to improve, right? So there's always going to be room for improvement on the videos that I do. I'm good, thank you, Rogers. I hope you're good. We're going to check it to 5K. We're going to take this off quick, yeah. We're at 480 degrees Celsius, 99 airflow. This should come off fairly easy. I'm not adding any flux here either. Let's see what happens. Ball's going to be very, really hot, so let's just wait a couple of seconds. I'm not actually going to. Yeah. The perfect amount of thermal paste. Tronics Fix got me into you. Oh, really? Oh, man, I love Steve. I love Steve. Really, really good at what he does. He got me into... he was one of the people who got me into what I do now. So, he's a really, really nice bloke as well. What reading do we get? 5k. All right. Okay. All right. All right. All right. All right. All right. So we get 5k without the retimer on. So it was 0.7 was the reading before. So I'm just going to quickly chuck a retimer on and see what happens. See if we get 5k or not. If this is caused by a retimer, I'm going to be shocked. This is a 15A, and I think this already has solder on. So, does it already have solder on? Yeah, it does. So this has been pulled from a board. I can neither confirm nor deny if this chip is going to work. But you know what it is? Retimers are expensive. Like 6-7 quid a pop. So you have to save where you can. Let's put some fluxation to the... Let's drag these back. Just give me a little iron. What's going on here then? There we go. Is it that one? Yeah. I'm going to put the shaky cam on, which is my fume extractor. So apologies if this gets a little bit wild. But we're all here to have a party, right? Stez led me to your vids. Oh, I appreciate that. I love that, Steve, as well. There was a so I remember when I first created my YouTube channel. This is a fun story. When I first created my YouTube channel, Stez put in like a submission for a YouTuber called The Retro Future, and it was like a highlight reel of his videos. And ever since then, that's when I've like known of Steve. And I think that was, so I started my channel in February 2020. I think that was Christmas. And ever since then, we've just kind of, I think we started around about the same time. So I love Steve. I've got a lot of respect for Steve. I love his videos. I love his raps. I'm just adding leaded solder here to bring down the melting temperature. Let's turn down the air to about 60%, which is still a little bit too high, and 450 on the atom. We'll go the right orientation. Yeah, I think that's pin 1. We'll soon find out if not. I need the actual IC, the chip as well, to get hot because there's solder on it. And the second it does, it's going to... There we go. That solder on the IC still doesn't actually look... If you look in the top right, can you see how that solder isn't... I can't show you. It's really hard to... I'm trying to like point and stuff. But over here in the top right, you can see that there's still solder dry on the chip itself. So what I'm going to do... Put a bit more flux. I'm going to push down on the IC now. We should see some squeezage. There we go. Come off the heat. And again, just a real quick reflow. Just now that the IC is flat to the board. There we go. Come off. Now, I don't know if I'm going to be able to do it with this iron. This is exactly what I was talking about at the start of the stream, but I'm going to try. Now, it might work for some of the angles, but I don't know if it's going to work for all of them. I remember doing my first retimers and being like, this is horrendous. Sometimes you need to kind of step back and realize like how far you've actually come with certain things, because it's like tracking your progress, right? It's like with anything. How are you gonna know if you get better if you don't track your progress or practice? Let's clear up all of this flux. I think that's a job's a good one on that one. I will go around and check everything, but I think it's okay. Got faith. But yeah, my proudest fix so far. Sorry, Ben. We touched on it a little bit earlier, but what I would say is that I want a little bit more time to think about it, and probably go through my videos and say this is probably my. And do you know what? I've probably said it like, oh, I'm so happy with this fix. Like, this is my best one yet. But they come in, you know, when I work at the repair shop and we're doing fixes all the time, and you know, for JDT and doing fixes all certain devices. By the time the next week comes, you're focusing on the next thing, you know. So it's kind of hard to say and difficult to say. But if I had a bit of time to like specifically think about it, I could track through my videos and look at a certain thumbnail and go, that was the one. I remember this one, being like super proud of it, you know. As of recent, I would just say trace repairs for me. Anything like that, anything that involves difficulty that I would deem difficult now. No way that this now works because it was a faulty retimer. I'll be angry with myself that I didn't check, if that makes sense. To be fair, that retimer looks a little bit faulty. You see that crack there in the IC? Okay, let's check the soldering. What do we think, chat? Yes or no? Good soldering or not? Lord above. We like it. We like it a lot. I'm a big fan, personally. Good connections, solid connections all the way around. Look at that. Lovely. And you have to be proud of your work. Nice. Alright, let's turn that off. I'm just going to plug it in quickly and see what happens. Let's do a poll in the chat. That's not a poll, that's just me typing a message. I'm here all week. I'm not, just today, but... What a moron. Start the poll. Do we think this retimer replacement has fixed this Xbox? Yes or no? Right, I don't have all the stuff for it, unfortunately. So I'm going to have to, like, jerry-rig something, you know? Let's go. I need to put a cooler on, thermal paste a lot, eh? A little bit of thermal paste. Doesn't have to be too much because I'm only testing. But I also don't want it to be dry. A++. Thank you. Look at that. What? I've even got an immaculate. Thank you, Milo. Myro. I appreciate that. It's got the solder paste. The solder, yeah, the solder paste. The thermal paste on this was dench. Yes, yeah, it is Linux. Yeah. It is indeed, my friend. I'll check the reading as well, just to kind of confirm. I kind of want to build a little bit more suspense. You know, I just want to put it back together and not check the reading. What do you think? Do you want me to check the reading, or do you want me to just slap a power supply on it and test it? What do you guys think? Lewis Rossman would be proud. Oh, thank you, Dilly. I appreciate that. I'll be shocked if it works. So will I. You think this retimer chip is faulty? Okay. No, it's not a new one. 55% of people have said yes. The I in my name is pronounced as the I in win. Thanks, though. Miro. Ah, Miro. There we go. Slap it in, check it, test it, slap it. Reading YOLO. What? Slap PSU. Run that, baby. Slap it. Let's slap it. Let's slap it. Why not? Take me 2 secs. He says. This is a JDT stream, so he says 2 seconds, but just a quick blob of thermal pasta. I could have just sat the heatsink on. That could have been an option as well, but hey ho. We're here now. Where art thou? There you are. Look at this. Look how organised. Hey. Honestly. Get off. I think that's the first time I've ever actually put screws in a bag like that, but hey ho. My money is the BIOS chip. Ooh. We're not going to be able to test that, are we? Does it? I don't know if we can get BIOS bins for Xbox One S's, can we? Good job this blob isn't staying on there permanently, because it is just going to be a small fix. Or can I just... I might be able to replace... Oh, but is the drive registered to the BIOS chip? Is this... What's going on here, then? There we go. Yeah, okay. That was weird. Yeah, I don't know if the drive serial number, which is paired with the board, is included in the BIOS. I imagine it is. But I don't think I've ever... To be honest with you, I've never even heard about replacing the BIOS on an Xbox One S as a fix to something. But obviously it can be an issue with it. Yeah, definitely. I've never thought of it because I'm a moron. That's why. Just putting the drive in real quick. The sensible thing here to do, if I was working and it was a job, I'm definitely checking that reading, by the way. Just as an FYI, I just want to clarify that. I'm doing this purely for entertainment purposes only, I guess. This is not working smart. Okay, here we go. So what we're looking for is the light to stay on any longer. Well, I think just the light to come on, because I don't think in the video that the light came on at all. So we're going to be checking out the light right here. If this works, then you guys are absolute legends. So I can't believe I didn't check in the first place. Please don't blow up. Thank you. Good. We are good. I'm still here. I'm still here. Don't worry. Right. Here we go. In 3. What have we got in the chat? 94 votes. 59% of people said yes. 41% of people said no. Okay. 3. 2. 1. Same thing. Damn. Beep, nothing. See that? Okay. All right. Okay. So chances are our retimer was actually good. I will check now to see what the reading was. If you give me 2 seconds. God, people had a lot of faith in me, eh? See, that's what happens when you put faith in me. Let down, you get let down. Do you know what we call that? A waste of thermal paste. That's what we call that. It's another faulty retimer. I mean, I need to actually get a working board. I need to get a working board and double check what the reading is actually meant to be. Unless it says in the schematics, actually. If somebody has the schematics. Just to check on what the cap, the big cap, which is labelled as C Charlie 7 Bravo 3. That cap there. I'm just wondering what the reading is meant to be. And I'm pretty sure it's around about 5k in resistance mode, but I don't know if it's going to give you the resistance mode reading on the schematic. Okay, what reading do we get? Let me do overhead actually, so you guys can see as well. What reading do we get now? If it's dropped down to 0.7, maybe it's something that's causing it to drop down to 0.7. This is in resistance mode, you can see. We're checking on that big cap, on that path. There is 3 caps on that path. Look, I mean, it's 5... Oh, you can't... Let's try that again. Guys, it's 5k now. That wasn't 5k before. That was 0.7. It was 700 ohms. And now it's 4,900. So that is fixed. There is definitely an issue with that retimer. Whether or not that retimer has actually caused something else to break is very possible, or whether something has broken and caused a retimer to go. That is also possible. So the actual retimer itself, I think is good. I think we fixed it. I genuinely think that would have been an issue if we didn't replace it. So I'm really, really happy with that. Jobs are good on that one. I just don't know where to go now, to be 100% honest with you. Is it worth? Do we think it's worth injecting voltage again? So because we've resolved the issue where the retimer now is good, would that affect some voltage, you know? So should I inject some voltage and see if anything pops up a little bit of heat now that I've replaced the retimer? What voltage line does the retimer use? Does anyone know that? Take a PMIC. I could just change out the power management IC. Yeah, should we do that? The readings on the power management IC look okay, though. The readings on the power management IC, from what I can see, CC, they look alright. Could just be faulty. But you've also got U9F1 as well. Craft is saying to check the south bridge when powering on. Yeah, to see what we get here. Okay, let's check that as well then. I want to do that first because some people have been saying that. I have swapped out the PSU already, Jason. Bulgarian with 199. It's still loud, my friend. Yep.
Is the donation sound still loud?
Yeah, it is. I never had it. Really? I've had this go faulty a few times, you know. The U9F1. I've had it faulty go a few times. Faulty go a few times? A few times go faulty. English. English is hard for me. This is the lines that we should test, right? So all I'm going to do is plug in the power supply and the front board and quickly turn it on to see if we get a change of reading on the test pads for the south bridge. This will take 2 seconds to do, but it's going to be valuable information to determine whether or not the south bridge is okay. Let's go back to overhead because you're probably going to get a better viewing of the multimeter that way. I plugged in the power supply and I plugged in the front board. The console doesn't even turn on, so it won't fry the APU. I would have done that already if that was the case. Can you guys see? Perfect. Let's ground this cable and we're just going to hold it here. So this is the 1.1. Do we get 1.1? Yes, we do. And it holds 1.1, yeah? For a good few seconds. Look at that. And then it turns off. So, do you know what? It's holding a bit longer than I... Oh! And now it's 1.1. I'm not even pressing the button, look. Is it boot looping on its own? Is it going to do it again? No, so it tried to turtle it 2 times there. Let's check the 1.8. Bear that in mind. So this is the 1.8 now. We're looking for 1.8 volts. 1.8. I've got a light. Can you see in the bottom right? It's just turned off. It's turning on. It's beeping. And turning off. Huh? I've had a few of these before where they're like really temperamental boards, like really temperamental. I don't know if anyone else has had that experience with Xbox One S consoles, but I definitely have. You know, when they're like really temperamental, like it'll work now and I'll put the chassis back on, I'll go to press the power button and it won't work. I've had it before. I'm sure I tested it without the hard drive. But I mean, I'm also in the consensus that a hard drive wouldn't cause it to do that. Like it's not even turning on at all. Well, it wasn't until chat worked their magic words. I personally don't think it's going to be the hard drive. But I'll try it, because why not? I'm just going to put the fan back on. And I'm going to keep testing like that, and just slowly but surely. So now I've just got the fan on. Do we get a fan spin? So this is literally one other component. Nothing else. No hard drive, nothing. Okay? One other component. What happens? Does that come off? Wait there. I thought the clip would come off. It didn't. Alright, let's try. 3, 2, 1. No. Look, just temperamental. Just beep, 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 beep. No fan spin. Just to rule it out. Oh, the fan's not even connected. Lol. The fan's not connected. It is now. The same. No light, nothing. Just a beep. The only thing that I've done is put a fan on the APU. Like, how has that now changed the game? Do you know what I mean? It's so stupid. Why is it, what's it playing at? What are you playing at, board? You don't make sense. Me and this board are about to get into a scuffle. That's what's going to happen. About to go 10 rounds with the board. To be fair, I'll be lucky if I last 1 round, mind, but... I'm just, for science, right? I'm just going to try it again. Nothing connected other than the actual front board itself. I've not even got the chassis. The chassis is on my lap. Ready? Nothing. It beeps. I don't know if you can hear the beep. But nothing. What's changed? That's what you have to ask yourself, right? What's changed? I'll tell you what's changed. Me probing the voltage rail. So I'll tell you what. Let's put it back on DC voltage, yeah? And let's have a look. If this works, I swear, all I'm going to do is put the probe there. And I'm going to put it on 1.8, I think is where I had it, right? Right, you ready? 1.8. Right, why is it 1.8 now? It shouldn't be. It's trying to turn on. So I've not pressed anything. I'm going to press now. I get a white light. I'm not joking. What? I love working with electronics because when, like, you think you know something, and then something like this will happen. Like, why me probing? I'm just probing. I'm reading voltage. I'm not injecting voltage or anything. Like, how is that? Like, what? Now I'm going to try again. 1.8. I'll try without 1.8. White light. I'm just holding the board. It's not... I get the noise. Look, it's... I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm just going to place this on. Just like this. Just like that. Well, it's not going to be on, is it? I need a way for it to do heat transfer. I'm going to hold it. I'm going to hold it. I'm going to put it in the hard drive, right? I'm going to hold it. Wish me luck. Hello? Oh, put it in the wrong one. Lol. Okay, here we go. I'm just going to hold it. I'm just going to hold the heatsink down. So it just transfers heat at least. And I'm going to plug the fan in. I can't wait for this to explode on me. That's what's going to happen, isn't it? No, my luck. Get the clips ready. Okay, here we go. So I'm just holding down. Yeah? That's all I'm doing. Okay. Fan spin. No fan spin. Okay. It's good to know, though. Light. I can feel the hard drive. Hard drive spins up. So I get hard drive. I get light. I don't get fan spin. And it does turn off. Someone said bad BIOS. Are we inspecting that? So I just want to confirm. If we go ground, I've got a place to put ground now. Can I put it there? I think so. I'm gonna go 1.8. 1.8. Spinning. Hard drive is spinning. And it turns off. So I'm now getting a beep on, beep off. I think then it's going to be RAM or something. Well, it's yeah, is it getting past the BIOS? Like, is it that quick that it's actually getting past the BIOS? Like, who knows? Not me. That's for sure. No, it's not overheating. We're not even getting fan spin, so the fan isn't even switching on yet. It's not even attempting. So what voltage does the fan use? Is that 3.3? Is the fan 3.3? Like, it doesn't do anything. Where is my thermal cam? Where is our thermal cam? There it is. Where's my phone? Pocket. Fan is 12. Ooh. Nope. Nope. Flare. There it is. What happened to the Reball switch light? We don't speak about that here, Almada. We don't speak about that here. Yeah. Switch light shall not be named. It's getting hot in here. Guys, if you're enjoying the stream, hit that thumbs up button. I appreciate you a lot. Okay, what do we have here? So with the APU is getting toasty, yeah? Getting toasty. What are we looking at? 35, but that's not toasty for an APU. So let's try and push it now. We get a light. What ramps up, what doesn't? Nothing. Nothing is individually getting very hot. The only thing that's trying to initialize by the looks of it and not doing so is the south bridge. I know. Let me turn these lights off. No, APU's not being reflective. It is because it's on. Right, here we go. That's better. Right, you ready? I'm going to try and get this in there. I wish I could hook this up to OBS, but I don't think that's possible. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. APU. And then you see south bridge. But south bridge does that. And then we've only got a few RAM modules that are lighting up. I still might think it's RAM, you know. I might have called this correctly. Maybe not, but nothing else is getting hot other than the actual APU. APU is currently now on 40 degrees, which again isn't ridiculously toasty, but One more time. There we go. Why is the south bridge only heating up in the middle? But I'm pretty sure they do that, if I'm being honest with you. Unless I'm like completely wrong. But the heat spot is directly here. I'll try it now. I mean, that is a very... Okay, hold on a second. I mean, that heat spot is a little bit sus. Do we agree? I mean, that's very direct as to where it is. Like, now that I've gotten closer, it's like, should it... It's normal? What? That small of a dot? But it is just one particular area. Cross at 40 degrees is an ooh moment. I mean, it's on 30. It's on. It pushes 40 and turns off. Try changing the south bridge. It's not going to happen, mate, unfortunately. The easiest way to replace the south bridge is by using an oven or, you know, like a BGA workstation. Because this is a BGA IC. So what that means is ball grid array. So there's loads of tiny little balls underneath that south bridge. I can reflow it, but I mean, I can't. I doubt I'm even going to be able to get it hot enough to be able to reflow, if I'm being 100% honest with you. Yeah, changing the south bridge, unless you've got the tools to do it. It's one of those ICs that, I mean, you can put yourself through pain and torture by trying to do it manually, but you're either going to A, warp the board, B, destroy the board, which kind of falls under category A, or C, just completely mess it up. And I probably would do all three. So I don't think we're going to try and change the south bridge. If you've got the tools to be able to remove the chip, same as the APU, like you need a certain, there's a BGA rework station that you can get. For this sort of stuff is really, really good, but you know, it's a very, very expensive piece of machine. Very, very expensive piece of machinery. Seen it before on a Polish repair channel. APU is toasted. It's failing to power up a rail. It's likely NCP issue. I'll change the NCP if just to confirm. I'll change the NCP if we want to change the NCP. I mean, we've got nothing else to diagnose with it, right? We've done a pretty good diagnostic process, as long as we all agree. Are we all in agreement that we've done we're doing all right with it so far? It's not been anything stupid other than the retimer one. I mean, retimer was bad anyway, so try pressing on the APU. I can give that a go. But I don't think it's gonna. I mean, it will turn off anyway because the APU will just get hot, no? I mean, we can see if we get anything more than what we have been. So I'll turn it on and we'll see if it stays on for a little bit longer. It doesn't even turn on now. That is also because, though, I've disconnected the power supply, I imagine. When is this? Oh, that's toasty. I think. I'm not even getting a light now. But again, because we've disconnected it. Let me try and push on the south bridge, see what happens. Nothing. It's just inconsistency, you know? Whoa. I've just like completely come off the page to see if I'm live or not. So apologies. Guys, if you're enjoying the stream, hit the thumbs up button, by the way. I appreciate your face. Let's go back under the scope and take a look, shall we? So yeah, APU for some reason or another is either playing up. It might be Southbridge. It could be the NCP Power Management IC. We're going to change that out now. We've done a really good job on the old retimer. Now these chips I don't have in stock, so that it's not going to be brand new. So I'm going to have to take it from a donor. Like I said before, the readings around this IC are actually fine. So if we do this, it's literally going to be like luck on a whim. Am I right in thinking pin 1 is top right here? Yeah, pin 1 top right? Yeah. I think my fan extractor, sorry if it gets a bit shaky, I apologise in advance. Add in leaded solder just to make that mounting temperature a little bit lower. So when we put the IC on, we can get a good solid connection. Just checking all the traces. Traces look fine from what I can see. Now, this is another issue, is I'm going to have to take it from a donor, aren't I? That's the only other thing. So I'll take it from this one. Lord only knows if it works or not. I have no idea. Sometimes these things work, sometimes they don't. Yeah, I'd say probably RAM. think I went over those ones. Which ones haven't I been over? Cool. Quick clean! Quite a bit of flux on this board now, and I'd like to try and be as clean as I possibly can, but I also don't know if we're going to get this one end up working or not, so I'll put a bit more time and investment into giving it a proper clean if we can get it working, because the key thing at the moment is getting it working. Where art thou, toothbrush? Let's checketh. How are we looking? Where are ya? There you are. Good. Good. Good, they're all connected. It's a little bit, you can see it's a little bit lopsided, tiny bit, but they're fine. And this side, also good. Sweet. All right, any difference? Let's check it out. Checking it out. Taking my chances. That was a song, right? Was that a song? I didn't make that up, did I? What do you think? Yes or no, chat? First time I caught you live. Retrospective, welcome. Anyone else, if this is the first time that you've seen me live, welcome to the stream. We will have a bit of a catch up and a chat in a couple of minutes time. I just need to test this board and make sure we're all good. Thank you for joining. I appreciate you. If nothing works, put it back and you have a useless big plastic block with a button to play. Exactly. How are you doing, by the way, today, Greg? You okay, buddy? Yeah, I'll have a look at the RAM. But I'll probably just maybe try and reflow it because I don't have the stencil. The big resistor under RAM to have more than 50 ohms. If low value means the RAMs are gone. I'll check that in a second, Greg, because that might be really, really good, useful information. $121 thumbs up. Wow. Guys, crazy. This early into the stream as well. Nuts. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Would I recommend the Hakko? There's nothing I can do with the Hakko that I couldn't do with the TS100. Let me put it that way. If you've got the money to do it and you're making good profit, it's a nice to have. It's not a necessity. What I would say is that the irons that I have at work are the Met cows, and I would say they are worth the money for the upgrade. Yes, John. Yeah, you got it. Right, let's check it. Yes or no in the chat. Is this going to work? Yes or no? I'm not doing the whole the whole putting it back together as much as I did before. What camera do I use? For a top, I use two DSLR cameras. I use a Canon EOS 250D for the front and the same for the top. And microscope, I use an Andon Star AD407. Hell nah, someone said. Come on, Jason, where's your faith? You probably used all your faith last time I said, does it work? And it didn't. So I completely understand. All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1. So we get a beep, but no light. Exactly the same. Exactly the same. What does that mean? It means Joey's not broken it any further. That's what it means. And we love that, right? We absolutely love it. I just got a Hakko from a TS100 and I'm on the fence. Exactly. I feel like we're on the same there. I mean, the Hakkos, you know, it heats up quick. It's got a nice little holder. It's Hakko. Hakko is a well-built brand, a trustworthy brand. It's just, for me personally, I needed something with a bit more heat in the end. And I've bought Hakko tips. They're not cheap tips. They're like 20, 30 quid a pop, these tips. And I just can't seem to get enough heat at the end of the tip. That's my experience. Check the MOSFET drivers, says Boss Leiden. Let's check them. Let's check them for you, boss. Let's see what's going on. And I'll check what Greg said as well. I'm just going to check the drivers. I'm assuming the MOSFET drivers you're talking about are on the 12 volt rail, right? Whoa, Lord above.
Love
JP.
the content. I would swap the PSU.
We have...
It.
Thank you. I appreciate you. I love you for donating. Thank you so much for supporting the channel. It means a lot. PSU, I've already swapped. I've already swapped the PSU, my friend. So we have tried that already. The MOSFET drivers are, I'm sure, these things here, where they're marked AJZ, but I don't know how to measure them. Does anyone know what the readings might have to be on the MOSFET drivers? I found another video about this. Switched out the PSU for another one and it worked, but remember you're doing it in a video, but then the retimer was bad. I think the power supply is fine because I've been getting a light on, and I think the power supply is fine. I see what you're saying though, and it's now making me think. Let me check these first. Okay, so we're in diode mode. I'm going to see if we get any fishy sort of readings. Zero 0.5, 0.8, 0.5, 0.5, 0.6, ground, ground, 0.6. Ooh, maybe that isn't ground. No, this side of the this side is ground, right? I'm sure this side is ground. Yeah, it is. This side of the rail was ground. Yeah. So that driver seems to be fine. I'll check a few of them. But the issue is we're getting power, so I don't think it's the 12 volt. 0.6. 0.5. 0.6. 0.6. 0.5. 0.6. Ground. Ground. 0.6. I don't think I need to test any further. I think they're good. Thank you, though. Don't mean to disturb you, but I have a problem. I wasn't able to hear you. Whenever I connect my DualShock 4 to my PS4 or PC, it starts blinking green and it doesn't charge. What's wrong with it? Could be anything. Could be a faulty port. Could be the fact that I don't know if it's even meant to charge when you plug it into a PC, because I know you need a bit of software to use a PS4 controller on a PC, but I think because it's receiving power, it should technically charge. Could be some sort of charging circuit on the controller itself. But I would start with charging port on PS4 controllers because they're like the most common thing. Even the ribbon cable that goes from charging port to board can be an issue. You need to apply power and check for 12 volts on the resistor under the drivers. I see. So it's on the actual drive, on the actual resistors themselves. But it's turning on, it's getting to a white light, and then it's just shutting down. I don't think it's the MOSFET drivers. Oh no, a spammer. Oh, I've had it on top chat. I've not even got it on live chat. Wait there. I've put it on live chat now, so I can see exactly what's going on. There's a new chat called fan funding, so I can only see the stuff that is a super chat sticker. Lord above. Back to live chat. I changed the charging, but still the same. Thanks, Roger. Must be something to do with the charging circuit then, my friend. Yes, yeah, it is an and star. The mount should be in the description. Did I add that stuff to my description, Roy? Of the videos? I don't think I did. I need to get it added to the description. I forgot. We had the conversation. I asked you if it was okay. You said yes, and I forgot. I believe Roy has a link to the mount that I use for the and star. If you could kindly post it, that would be much appreciated. Thank you, Roy. It only charges through PS4 with the cable it came with. Southbridge, I'm afraid. Do you think, Peter? Multimeter on ohm and probes opposite side of cap under the ramp. Okay, let's see what Greg's talking about. Okay, Greg, let's go. Are you talking about these big caps, yeah? These big caps that are where the RAM is. Because I have checked those individually. So you're saying resistance mode. Probes on opposite sides on the cap under the RAM. Does it matter on orientation? Because I thought you couldn't measure a cap in circuit. So I'm getting 58 there. 58 there. 58 there. I'm assuming it's this one. 58 there. Oh, are you saying that I don't need to measure any more? 58. 58. Oh, you're saying, so no problem with RAMs as long as I'm getting 58? Okay, so don't have a problem with RAM. What's that? Where have you come from? This is a Southbridge, by the way. What's that? I wish there was a way that you could test the Southbridge more efficiently. Like, because the Southbridge connects to like pretty much everything, right? So there must be a way of actually being able to test the Southbridge. Because I want to try and get this nailed on the head. I want to be able to diagnose it and go, yeah, that's our issue. Even if I can't fix it, just, yeah, that's our issue. What do we get in diode mode? 0.6. 0.5. Nothing. 0.4. 0.4. Thanks, Roy. Appreciate you. So apparently in our Discord, which you can join, by the way, Joey Does Tech, it's in the description. So if you want to join the Discord, feel free. We've just crossed 800 people. We're closing on 1,000, which is absolutely nuts. But I'm just going to check now. Repair help. Somebody has messaged me about what's going on. I need to scroll down. Okay, so what do we have here? Where is that? Is that the... That's the 12 volt power rail, right? That's the 12 volt power rail. Am I right? Where is that? Or is that the RAM? Wait, Q, so that's a MOSFET. Q is a MOSFET. Yeah, that is the 12 volt. Yeah, okay, so I've got the 12 volt here. That's that, that's that. We've got these big things. What are these? What are these? Coils, right? These are coils. Yeah, okay, so that makes sense. Okay, so these are coils. So we've got the first phase bit here, second phase bit here, which is what I'm looking at. So I'm looking at, what is it? This resistor here, is that what we're looking at? Because that's yellow. Whoa! Hello!
Why are there way more Xbox One S broken than PS4s?
I don't think that's true. I think there's a ton of broken PS4s. Everything on eBay is broken PS4s. I'm sure. I'll tell you what it might be. They might just get picked up quicker. They might get picked up quicker. I'm sure there's actually probably a lot more PS4s broken than what there is Xbox One S's, in my opinion. I don't know if you guys agree. Thank you so much for the $2, JP. Much love. Thank you so much for supporting the channel. I appreciate you. Inspect all ports for damage. Yeah, I've checked the ports. Want to join your Discord, but I can't understand its layout. Find it hard to navigate. Am I the only one? As in my Discord personally, or just Discord in general? Because I think mine's meant to be. I think mine's pretty simple compared to a lot of other Discords that are out there. I could be wrong though, so I'm happy to take on any feedback. Could you try reflowing the South Bridge? I think it's so random on powering up, because when the South Bridge heats up, it makes a connection. I could try that. The fact that we now have kind of worked out it's not RAM, it might be a possibility. Yeah, Roy, what? Let me have a look on the Discord. Sorry. But yeah, guys, if you want to join the Discord, feel free. Link in the description. That's where the graphics core voltage is. It's low resistance, but not under 1 ohm. The caps are all connected together. No need to check them separately. Can't test South Bridge. Coil should not be shorted to ground. The coil should not be shorted to ground. Where? So this side shouldn't be ground, but you're saying it's under 1 ohm. It's low resistance, but not under 1 ohm. Let me check. So I'm in continuity mode, right? if I measure here, you're saying I shouldn't get ground. Oh, you guys can't see. I mean, it's coming up 1 ohm, but again, I've got my leads in the way. Yeah, 1.3 is what my leads are on ground. This should be ground, I'm sure. This side is ground, right? Let me check another board. So I've got a donor board here. You guys can still see, right? If I like mess this up or something. Yeah, you guys can still see. Ah! Oh, I thought I'd been working on the wrong board the whole time, but I haven't. That would have been hysterical. Okay. This is a donor board. I'm just checking here. Is this side ground? Yes, it is. This side is ground as well. So this is coming up as 3 ohms. So I'm registering here at 3 ohms. What about here? 2.8. This side, 3. Okay, I'm going to check another board. So I've got another board here. So I'm just going to check on this side of the MOSFET. Three. That's coming up like 50, but it gradually and slowly went down to 3 ohms. Okay, so that's 3 ohms as well. What about this one? So we seem to be coming across something very similar in the fact that it's not a dead short to ground, or shouldn't be a dead short to ground. Let's check this one. Do we get 3 here? So we get 1 here, but that could very much be the same issue, which is why it's a donor. So I'm going to check one more for good luck. Three. Okay, so maybe we are onto something there. So why would this be only 1 point something? So this is our original board we were working on. This is one that's faulty. I've replaced the NCP. So this is showing up as 1 ohm, which is essentially a dead short to ground. Yeah, this is 1 ohm. So the others are 3. So let me just put this in resistance mode so we don't get the annoying beep. Just see if I can get it a little bit more accurate. So it's coming up as 1. So maybe we do have something wrong here then. Which could be graphics related then. Let me go back to the Discord and have a butcher's. It's supposed to be 3.2 ohms. So we know where we've got the fault. Check if the CPU is shorted too. Are you talking about like on the back? Let's check the back of the CPU. Or the APU, I guess. The ports are fine. The ports are okay. Alright, let's have a look. This is the back of the APU. Just going to see if we've got any shorts. So that's 1 ohm. That's 0.0. This is 0.005 this side, so I'm going to go ahead and assume ground, but this side is 1.4, 1, 1, ground, 0. I think this is APU then, guys. What do we think? Nothing. 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 4 ohms? Nope, nothing. I have literally no resistance on these ones. Okay. That's just board flux that Xboxes have on. Okay, so maybe we just have a shorted APU then. Maybe that confirms it. Reflow time. I can't reflow the APU. I'll tell you what then, let's check some of the balls. So are we all thinking that is the APU? If we come to a conclusion, guys. Check if the bottom MOSFET of the 3 is shorted too. Check if the bottom MOSFET of the 3 is shorted too. Bottom MOSFET of the 3. Bottom MOSFET of the 3. This one. 1, 2. Obviously, this is the driver, but I'm assuming this one is what you're talking about. So see if it's shorted. I have a 1 ohm short through it. It's a 1 ohm short. One more down. Where are you talking about? Am I being an idiot? Because I've got the 2 MOSFETs. I've got 1, 2. 1, 2 MOSFETs. And I've got these 2. Then these 2. These are all separate phases, no? Oh, you're talking about this one here. You're talking about third from top. You're talking about this one. Third from top as a total. You talking about this one? Oh, third of the big ones. So, okay. So, 1, 2, 3. You're talking about this one, yeah? I mean, it's shorted through. Yeah, it's 1 ohm. If we get a 1 ohm short. This side is 1 ohm. This side is ground, I'm sure. Shorted APU. Dag nabbit. But that kind of settles it, right? Does that kind of settle it and tell us what we need to know? Inject voltage? Oh, you're crazy. I'll do 0.5, yeah? I'll do 0.5. And I'm assuming you want me to inject here. So I can inject on this side of the resistor. I'll do 0.5 and see what happens. Board's pretty much dead anyway, right? Xfix, hello. How are you, my friend? Welcome. What repairs have been made to this board before today? A lot, I would say. A lot. Pretty much what you can think of. Impossible to do this in a logical way on live stream. Everyone's saying all sorts. Just inject 50 gigawatts into the flux capacitor. That'll fix it. I mean, that makes sense though, Bridger, right? Like I've never known about having this side has to be 3 ohms. I just didn't know that. It's just not something I knew. So that's really, really good to know. So this side of these FETs are meant to be 3 ohms after this resistor. This is obviously ground here. So if you ever get anything that's lower than 3 ohms on this side, it could, and you get a beep on, beep off, it could indicate a shorted APU. It's good to know though. Really, really good. But I will also inject now because we're at, a bit of a loss. And this is, the only issue being is that this isn't, it's not a dead short to ground. So we have to be super careful. I mean, if the APU is fried, it doesn't matter anyway. But let me, before we just inject, I'm going to inject like 0.5 volt. What I'm going to do is go for a P. All right, so give me 2 secs. Back in a sec. Hello. Sorry, I'm back. I like where this is going. Not the P, just to confirm. The injecting stuff. That would be a tad weird. A little bit weird. Oh, I put my phone on airplane mode, didn't I? Which is not handy. Whoa! Hello!
Favorite game console from early 2000s to present?
What's my favourite game console? I would say, personally, if you're enjoying the stream, make sure you hit the thumbs up button first of all. However, I would say, from early 2000, when did PS2 come out? When was PS2? PS2, baby, 2000? Yeah, it's got to be PS2 then. It's got to be PS2. So PS2 is my favourite. Thank you so much for the $2, JP. 6 in total. Thank you so much. I appreciate your support. I'd say PS2, hands down, was my favourite. I dabbled. I used to have a next door neighbour, and we played probably like Tony Hawk on the Xbox, on the original Xbox. I remember playing Tony Hawk. That was really, really good on the original Xbox. So that was a really, really good console as well. I've got some fond memories there. But I'd probably say PS2. And then what did I play after that? I then made the jump to Xbox 360. I remember, it's a little bit weird. My mum was dating someone, right? And I went to this guy's flat, and he had an Xbox 360. Yeah, when they first came out, and I was like, and do you know what game he had? Call of Duty 2. And I was watching, and I was like, this is everything I want in life. This is it. This is where I'm going to peak. Xbox 360. And I remember asking for one for such a long time. I was in my teens at this point, probably like early teens. And it took a while for me to get it. But eventually I got it. And, you know, I was extremely grateful. Got the console. And I spent most of my teen years playing on the Xbox 360. Starting off with Call of Duty 2, working my way up through the CODs. My only issue is that people ask me about, like, you know, my favourite Call of Duties and stuff. I can't remember that, which is really sad. I spent such a long time playing those games. I had a good childhood as well. I used to go out, play a lot of football and stuff. You know, I wasn't indoors all the time, but I played a lot of games, and I can't remember like certain. I remember playing Call of Duty 4, Modern Warfare, and I remember playing the Black Ops series and other bits and bobs, but I can't remember like people. Some of my friends are talking like exact games, like the people we used to meet online, like, and I'm like how do you know this? My brain just isn't very good at remembering that certain time period. But yeah, Xbox 360 after that. Let's inject some voltage. Okay, well, that was a bolt head, wasn't it? Look at that. Jeez. Okay. We're going to go with half a volt. Half a volt just to see Wagwan with this Xbox. Okay. What do we get? We get half an amp. We get 480 milliamps. Let's see if anything is getting hot. I'm going to assume so. Come on. Come on, Fleur. You can do it. Anytime. Anytime now. Let's ignore that. Come on. Any day. Any day. There it is. Oh. Okay. No heat spots. Half an amp, no heat spots. Very weird, hey? Yeah, half an amp, no heat spots at all. You guys can see on the board, nothing. Half an amp, no heat spots. I'm going to put it up to 1 volt. Don't do this. Do not do this. I think we can all confirm this is beyond the point of repair currently. So this is more like for the sake of science. To be fair, 700 milliamps. So not horrendous. But still, again, nothing. Nothing at all. Even the APU, 32 degrees, solid 32 degrees. 31, 32, hovering around that sort of. It's gone. I think we can put this one to bed. What do we think, chat? Do we agree that we can put this one to bed? Are we all in agreement that we have diagnosed this one correctly and that we can write it off? I think it's either the GPU or the CPU. It's one of them. Combined, the APU is definitely gone. Yeah, I checked the back of the board. Oh, what with the heat? I don't think that's going to reveal anything. Never back down, never what? It's a fantastic, yeah, and this board is spotless, may I add. Absolutely spotless. 30 volts to the APU fixes everything. I will not rebuild the APU, no, that will not be happening. I work in a thrift store here in Netherlands, and last week I got 4 Xbox 360s and a PS1. The PS1 had a dead disk drive, and 2 of the Xboxes had red rings. The other 2 work fine. Nice, Danny. How you doing, Danny? You okay? Fix it. What do you want me to do? I don't have a wand to fix it with the schematics help. The schematics have confirmed that we should not be getting a volt here. We should be getting 3 volts. So we should be getting 3 volts. We should be getting a reading of 3 ohms, not 1 ohm. So yeah, I think we're going to end the stream there, guys. But I mean, feel free to say goodbye, or if you want to chat for the next 5 minutes, we can have a quick little chat. I appreciate all of the support from you today. Thank you so much. How many likes are we on at the moment? We're on 151. If we could reach 200, that would be magical. I don't think it's going to happen. But if you haven't liked the stream yet, feel free to. The Discord as well. I'm doing repairs as well now, so you'll find the link to that in the description down below. So yeah, good things happening. Good things happening. Do I have anything else to fix? Do you guys really want to see me fix something else? Or, do you know what? I've not even fixed it. Do you guys really want to see that? I've not fixed it. Do you want to see me break something else is the question, right? To be fair, I've not really got anything prepared. I've got stuff that I need to fix, but I haven't got anything prepared. I did say about the Xbox beep on, beep off, didn't I? I did say about the Xbox beep off. And now I feel bad for the people who are leaving because they've said that I'm in the stream. I did say about an Xbox beep on, beep off, which I do have, which is not the same as this one. I don't know if you guys want to see another attempted repair though. It's a Sunday. There's football on. People want to be with their families. You know. I feel like I've already taken up enough of your precious time. You see what I'm saying? What do we think, guys? What do we think? So I've got one here, beep on, beep off. Was in, yes, I put it was in the sell pile, and then I tested it, and it didn't work. Is it 416? 077. This is the Xbox that is beep on, beep off. Do we fix it today, or do we leave it? And do we visit it next week when I potentially look at doing a stream? Make a poll. I know what that poll's going to be. I know what that poll. You can reball a Switch Lite. Who's the funny person, hey? We don't speak of that stream. There is no such. I don't know what stream you're talking about. Let me quickly delete it. Beep on, beep off. What does the missus say? I've got permission until 5:30, but I've got some admin things that I need to do for Joey Does Tech. So I'd rather spend the next hour and 20 minutes doing all my admin stuff, making sure that I'm in a good place, because otherwise it's all just gonna get on top of me. Do it now. Do it now. I'll do the poll for the sake of the poll. There were 2 streams, not 1. Miro's right. Miro's correct. Exactly, WZ. I've got a nice... we can make a remix out of that, right? Guys, I'm going to end it. Thank you for joining. I'm going to save this, though. Okay, I'm saving this beep on, beep off for the next live stream. Thank you for joining. If you did enjoy it, hit the thumbs up button. It's been a pleasure speaking to you today. I hope you've had a fun time watching me on your Sunday. Somewhat of a fun time anyway. Hopefully it's been some sort of, entertaining stream. We've done some work with this. Unfortunately, we are going to write it off as a donor board. But I've really enjoyed myself. I hope you have. It won't be next Sunday. It'll be next Monday. Will be probably the live stream. Guys, thank you so much. I'm going to crack on with some admin. I've got some JDT bits to do. It would just put a lot of pressure on me if I continue to stream. I shouldn't have even said the option. It's my bad. I'm very dumb for saying that. Thank you. Thank you for watching. I appreciate you. Make sure you subscribe as well. Subscribe. Discord. Hit the like button if you want to repair. Use the link down below in the description. It's all good. Have a great rest of your Sunday. Thank you for hanging out with me. I appreciate your time, your messages, all your support. Thank you. And I will see you in the next one. See you later, guys and gals. Bye-bye. Much love. Thank you.